Hello, hello. Is there anybody in there?
Hey. Oh, look, I got it.
Please comment if you can hear me.
It works.
Hello, hello.
Oh, that does
Is there
work.
anybody in there?
Hello, Jess Palmer.
Comment if you can hear me.
Hello, MS92. Hello, Jess Palmer. Hello, Hardwood Bear.
All right, and it's on.
Chainsaw Cat.
We about to do this, Tommy.
Yeah. Hey, don't give away my real name, Thomas. Almost Gorst. South K. HOODIE. That's my motherfucker. I got a special surprise for you, HOODIE. You probably already saw it. Got some really nice gear flexing hard here.
All right, Tommy, why don't you go ahead and reveal us here in the office. There we are. All right. You guys know how we do. We ain't no shills around here. We're not going to hide our face.
Nah.
We're not going to come up with fake names. This is...
You okay?
All right, cancel the stream. I got a concussion. Oh,
That's the type of shit kids be doing at school all
man.
day. Cracking balls.
So I am the actual Jake the asshole, Jake Gibson. This is my man, Thomas Scott. His actual name is Thomas McCoggin.
It's McCoying. It's Buhari.
It's pronounced McCoyne, but it's spelled McCoggin.
Or McCon if you're like Stevie Ray Vaughan, but with the MC.
Alright, so this stream may be starting out a little goofy, but it's actually a very serious stream. We're going to be talking about all the different popular alternative Earth cosmologies outside of the globe.
What do you mean? Other different what?
Well, Thomas, I think you know what I'm talking about. The reason me and Thomas know each other is because we both started making YouTube content about the Earth possibly not being a globe. And of course, everybody who is subscribed to me, I'm guessing about 99% of you, don't believe that the Earth is a globe. And we're left with only 1% of people subscribed to me who do believe in a globe, and that's because they don't like me. They just are subscribed to me because they're loser stalkers
They want to troll you,
who
man.
want to troll me. So
They're
the
haters.
trolls are globe believers, but the other 99% of my subs, they are not globe believers. And so today we are going to be talking about flat Earth cosmologies. We're going to be talking about the concave Earth. We're going to...
The hollow Earth.
We're going to talk about... We'll even discuss the hollow Earth. There is a little bit of info out there on that. And we'll also go over the moon maps. There's two guys pushing the moon map, and we'll go over both those. So, we got a big, fun stream for you guys today. And for those of you who remember, I started out my channel as Flat Earth Asshole about 6 years ago, January 2016. Started making videos about the Earth being flat, and shortly thereafter I met this guy who was asking the question, is the Earth flat or not, even before I started making videos.
That's when I won the Mark Sargent Flat Earth Music Award the first year they had that shit.
You won a Mark Sargent Flat Earth Music Award?
Man, it was the easiest award I ever won.
Did you bring it with you?
He never even gave it to me. I found out when I looked on his website and shit. He
So
didn't
it's
tell
an
me.
award that doesn't carry an actual trophy.
Because I'm pretty sure this guy is, was it co-intel is the word? I don't know what the word is.
He's a shill.
Something's not right about the guy. When his videos first came out, I watched him, and he was doing them like in these series, like Flat Earth Part 1, Flat Earth Part 2, Flat Earth Expedition Part 3. And it was this whole series. And the thing was, it was just other people's stuff that he took and compiled into his own thing. And then right at the end, he had his conclusion. And I was just like, what the fuck? And at the time you could call him. He put his phone number at the end of each video. I called him before the series was done, and I was trying to have a conversation with this man, and he was like, this is really good. Check this out. I was like, what do you think about the moon being crescent at the same time as the sun being in the sky? And he's like, no. He's like, it is.
Oh yeah, I remember that. He didn't know that the moon and the sun could be in the sky at the same time. Like he didn't even know that.
I bet all his videos ones he made were compiled for his dumbass. Okay, straight up, he was put in there to control the whole.
So when Mark Sargent first started making videos, Thomas called him, and he didn't even know that the moon is a half moon in the sky at the same time with the sun.
Because he never even looked up in the sky. So I knew from the get-go this guy was fucking bunk.
There you go.
And when I won the award, he probably didn't realize, because the song is so lit, he didn't put two and two together. And then when he didn't never told my dumbass. And then when he did mention Thomas Scott News on his channel like a year later after I won his award, he said the name of my motherfucking channel wrong.
All right, so the first 4 dudes who got popular making flat Earth content before I hit the scene was Matt Boylan, aka Math Powerland, and Eric Dubay, Mark Sargent, and Jeranism. So those were the first 4 guys who were making content. So let's go ahead and pull up some of my pictures that I sent you. That's not one.
No. I was gonna tune up. This is
not that. We don't want that one yet. Not that one yet.
All right. Well,
keep going until we get to the right one.
All right.
Keep going.
We'll be going over all of these. If you see one you like, leave a comment.
Keep going.
You are here. I love that one.
All right. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. That's the concave stuff. We'll get to that soon. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh my God. I better put this.
There we go. Stop. Okay. So here's one we'll start with. So the popular AE map. And can you blow that up on the screens, please?
Definitely.
My engineer bro. All right. And stick us down there. Okay. Don't cover that. There you go. That's good down there. So we'll start with this one. This is the popular AE map. Most flat earthers use this map, even though it's been debunked over and over again. And so I personally don't know what shape the Earth is. However, I used to subscribe to this map and model, but then I found out there's just so many problems with it that I stopped using it. First off, the distances on the map are very suspect, because if you look up the distance between Australia and South America, between Santiago, Chile, and Sydney, Australia, it's about 7,000 miles, just a little over 7,000 miles. They say 7,046 miles. Now, when you look on the AE map and you use the United States as a unit of measurement, the United States is 3,000 miles. You can fit 5 United States in between Sydney, Australia, and Santiago, Chile on the AE map. So that would make it 15,000 miles just using our country, the United States, as your unit of measurement. If you can fit 5 of them in there, and you can see you could easily fit 5 United States in between that distance there, that would make it double the distance that it is actually said to be of only 7,000. So you have to say that Google's lying and that it's 8,000 miles more than what they say it is, which I think that's a pretty tough stretch to say that Google's lying about 8,000 extra miles. Or you can say, hey, the distances on this AE map don't quite add up. Alright, so that's one thing I found. And then if you look at the country of Australia there, it's all stretched out. You won't find Australia looking like that on any other map. So if you look on Mercator map, Australia does not look all stretched out like a piece of bacon. See how Australia is like a piece of bacon up there? It doesn't look like that on any other map. And then you also have South America looking about almost 3 times bigger than the United States.
I thought that was Africa.
So,
oh my God.
No, just below us, just below the United States, you see South America there. They almost have it as big as Africa. So they have all these continents blown up and stretched out the further south you get. And that just shows what they did was they took a globe and they flattened it out. And so it distorts all those continents and countries on the outside of the perimeter. So you have distorted, misshapen countries and continents, and the distances are provably wrong. If you can prove that there's 15,000 miles between those two locations, then please do so.
And another thing though too is that, because what Jake's saying is kind of, to me, is kind of confusing, and because I got so much going on in my brain any which way. But if right here, like let's say you're in South America,
Yeah.
and the sun is in South America, right? So on the AE map,
Yeah.
because the sun goes so far, it goes past the horizon, or you just can't see it because it goes so far away, right?
Yeah.
So if the sun's over here, there's no way you should be able to see it in Australia over here. But on a globe map, those two things are now brought closer together.
They're a lot closer together.
so-
Or on the Mercator map, even a rectangle map, over here to the right we have the Mercator. So you can see that's what it looks like on the right. It's a 7,000 mile trip from one to the other. And then on the globe they have, or I mean on the AE map, they have it being this gigantic stretch. So just the distances become a problem on this map, and then the shapes of the continents also are strange. Like I said, Australia looks like a stretched out piece of bacon.
It looks huge,
and
too.
it doesn't look like that on any other map except for this one. So you have to take stuff like that into consideration. And this is just one piece of evidence. We're going to be diving into some others. So let's go ahead and hit the next deal.
But real quick, because people all know about the ice wall that you see there. So if the sun's going around with the ice wall, it doesn't work. The time it would take it to get from the bottom of South America to go around to get to Australia, it doesn't work with because you could call people on your phone.
You're talking about the daylight hours?
Yeah, the daylight
We're gonna
hours.
go. That's
Okay,
what we're gonna go over next.
right.
So daylight hours is what we're gonna go over next.
1 second, Captain.
Okay, so on Mercator map, they represent the sun lighting up the Earth on a rectangle map. And this actually does coincide with reality. If you call people in any of these places that are shown being lit up, they're going to say that it is daylight, and they'll be able to see the sun in a corresponding position. Or if it's going into twilight, they'll say it just went down, but it's still just barely light outside because of twilight. So this Mercator map, the way they show the sun and the moving across the Mercator map, actually matches what we see a little more accurately. So your daylight hours are better shown on a square or rectangle map. However, if you're going to say that the Earth is flat and rectangle or flat and square, now we have the problem of the sun having to start over like Pac-Man, you see? And that's a hard thing for people to wrap their head around, how the sun can start over from one side, start from the east, go to the west, and then start over again.
So you would, if we're it was on a flat plane, and
Yeah.
the sun was going over it,
Yeah.
and then now it has to go all the way back over here. So maybe we have an assembly line of suns,
Or two suns.
which is possible.
I've brought that up bit myself. It's just like where does it actually go
That's
down
guessing.
to?
That's speculation.
And see, we can't really prove it. So then we're stuck wondering, okay, is it even possible for a sun to somehow jump from one side of the map to the other? Like Pac-Man, whoever created the Pac-Man game had to come up with the idea in their head that Pac-Man's going to go from to the left side of the screen, pop back out the right side of the screen instantaneously. So you have to ask yourself, is something like that possible? And if you are saying yes, that is possible,